Hello everyone, today is Monday, and today I'm looking at two ways to solve for capitalizing each word in a sentence using the for loop and then using the map function. So there are two ways to do this. There are more than two ways, but I think the most common ways are either using the for loop or the map function. And so if we're given a string, which is a sentence, and we want to modify each word, we want to divide the string into individual words as part of an array. So we say, let's make words equal to the string that they give us, and we want to split it on the space. So there's going to be a space. And that is where we're going to say, okay, in between these spaces there are words, okay? And return me an array of everything that's in between the spaces. So we have an example. And so if we're going to use the for loop, let's go ahead and say for let I equal to the first index. I is less than, now we want to go to the last index of our string and no further. So we don't, the last index is going to be 1. And so make words dot length, the length of make words is 2, but the index of the last word is 1. So that's why we say less than and not less than or equal to. And now we increment. And now how do we access an individual element? Well, we say the name of our array and then the index. But we want to access dynamically. We can't hard code a value because we're going to be looking at multiple words inside our string array. So we use I. And we say we want to update I. So we want to change the word at that index. So we're going to assign it a new value. And what are we going to assign it? Well, what we assign it to is going to be derived. It's going to be derived from its original value. So we copy and paste the word, which is make words at that index for the individual word, and we say so we want to get the first letter of that word, which we use square brackets and an index, but this time we know for a matter of fact that we just want the first letter. And so we can put it side by side like this. Square bracket I, which is accessing an individual word dynamically, and then square bracket 0 for the first letter of that word which we access. And so we want to simply call the built-in function to uppercase, and we're going to concatenate it. I just typed a plus sign. It's okay to go to the next line and make words access the same word once again, and we want the rest of the letters. So there's a built-in function slice that returns a specified portion of a string from a start index, and it can take an end index, but if you don't know the end index and the words are all going to be different lengths, then why would you use it? So so the rest of the word is going to be to lowercase. Okay, and after we've done that, we have successfully modified the word, because make words is an array of the individual words, And so we take one word at a time, and we say the first letter to uppercase plus the rest of the letters to lowercase. And so once we do that for all of the words in the string array, we can return them, but because we split it, we often use join in combination with the split function. So .join, and the same way we join it on the space, and there you have it. So here we have an example. You can see the first letter is capitalized, the rest of the letters are lowercase. So now, how do we do this using a map function? So it's very similar. Let's see, let's remove this. And we're still gonna make words and split the string, and we're still gonna join make words and return it like that. But the return statement, okay, with the map function, we often start with the return statement. We're going to return make words, and we're called the map function. And what the map function does is it takes a function and modifies all the elements. So we're going to tell it to modify words, just a single word, and so let's see what's different. We just tell it we don't have to use the assignment anymore. We instead of accessing the individual element in this way, map is going to look at each individual element in the array as a word. So just like that. So the individual word and the letter at the first index to uppercase plus the individual word dot slice to lowercase. And so there you have it. And here's the end of the map function. And once we're at the end, we need to put it back the way we found it, leaving it better than we found it. And there you have it, an example. And so, I don't know, which way makes more sense? Well, they both make sense, but I think it's very interesting, I think I personally prefer the map function. Once you learn how to use it, I think it makes more sense to map a change rather than typing out a loop. Instead, you can just call the map function, and then it's very dynamic in this way. So yeah. Well, so if you've been following me, you can see I've been reviewing the same problems over and over, and that's just because I want to deeply understand them, and I'm not in a hurry to force myself to understand things. I want to take my time and really process the basic concepts. And it's very humbling just to realize and spend time on understanding what I don't know. And this might be very easy for some people, but for me it's hard. So one day it'll be easy. And I guess it's all about consistency, because one day I will be able to type out map functions and stuff like it's written on the back of my hand. But for now, I'm just working with what I got. So it's very interesting.